Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I will discuss some more questions based on calculation of resistance in various combination resistances are given. Suppose, then how will you find the equivalent resistance if the wire is stressed or wire of different material have same resistance but different length and area of cross section, then how will you find that which wire will be longer or which wire will be thicker. So like this, so many questions are to be discussed. Today I will start with the first question, that a cylindrical wire is stressed to increase its length by 20%. Find the percentage increase in its resistance. We know that resistance is directly proportional to length, and if the wire is stressed, then its area of cross section is also changed. So how will you write that? Suppose initially the length was L, now L dash, that after wire is stressed, then its length is L dash, then how much will become L dash? 20%. 20% means, you know, 20%, 1/5 of the length will increase. 1/5 matlab 0.2%. So this will become 1.2 L. So what will be here? This implies that what is L dash upon L? That is 1.2. Now the same wire is stressed, so volume will remain same, and volume is given by area of cross section into length of wire. So initially A into L was this, and now A dash into L dash, volume will remain same. So here we can write that L dash upon L equal to, you can look here from this will become A upon A dash, and this will become, this is 1.2 from this. Now how the resistance will change? So initially the resistance was R, now it has become R dash. So what will be the R dash upon R? If you write R dash upon R, so R dash can, material is same, so R is rho L by A. So what is R dash? R dash will become rho L dash by A dash, and upon R, so it will become A upon L. Now how this has been written, rho will be cancelled, so R dash and R in terms of resistivity and length and area of cross section, you have written here this L dash upon L into A upon A dash. What can you write here? This is 1.2 whole square. Will it be or not? Because L dash upon L and A upon A dash both are 1.2, so it will become 1.44. So what will be the percentage increase? Percentage increase, how will you find the percentage increase? This R dash percentage increase, that resistance increase will be calculated as percentage increase. How will you write here? This will be R dash minus R upon R into 100%. So you will write here that this is 0.44 R dash minus R. What will be R dash minus R? This is 1.44 minus 1 upon 1 into 100%. That is 44%. So this is the percentage increase in R. Now in the next question, there are two wires. They are of equal resistances, but one is of copper and other is of some alloy like manganese. So their resistances are same, and material, one is of copper and other is of manganese. If first part of the question says they have same length, then which wire will be thicker? So for the first part, if you say that same length, then which wire will be thicker? You know that resistance is given by R equal to rho L upon A. Since resistances are same and length is also same, so what can you find here? That A can be written as, A will be equal to rho L upon R. both the wires have same length in the first part and same resistance. What is concluded here? That this L by R is constant. Then what is here? That A is directly proportional to rho. And you know that copper is a metal and manganese is alloy. So resistivity of copper is less. So area of cross section of copper will also be less. So it is asked that which wire will be thicker. So manganese will be thicker. So cross sectional area of copper manganese will be more than cross sectional area of copper. How have you decided? Simple, using this logic. And in the second part, in the same problem, if both the wires are of same area of cross section, then which wire will be longer? Again, you look here that second part says that area of cross section and resistance both are same. So how will you write this L equal to? This L will be written as RA upon rho. So this L is written as RA upon rho, and R into A is same in the second part, area of cross section same and same resistance. So if R and A are same for the both wires, then what have you found from this relation? That L is inversely proportional to rho. Resistivity of copper is less, hence inverse ratio will be the length of with the length of wire here with this relation. Then since resistivity of copper is less, so copper wire will be longer. So length of copper wire will be greater than length of manganese wire. So in this way you have solved these questions. Now the next problem I have taken, that there are two wires A and B and they are of the same material and their same length and same area of cross section. What does it mean? That two wires, I am reading the question, two wires A and B of the same metal and the same length have cross sectional area in the ratio 3:1. Only two things they are having, same length and metal. So their area of cross section is in the ratio 3:1. If the same potential difference is applied across each wire, in turn what will be the ratio of currents through them? You know what is the formula for current? I equal to V by R. So we can also write same potential difference, that is keeping the V constant. R you can write rho L by A, so A will be here. You have written R in terms of rho L by A. So it is asked that ratio of cross sectional area is 3:1. That is, if you see here that for the wires these three things are constant. What are the three things? Same potential difference, same metal and same length as it is given in the question. What is the relation of I and A? Directly proportional. That is, whatever is the ratio in their cross sectional area, same will be the ratio in the currents. So what will be the currents ratio? That is IA is to IB, same, that is 3:1, which is given in the question. Now I hope you must have understood. Now few combination of resistances. Suppose first combination is given, very simple, that is there is a hexagon and the resistances are shown here like this, and in the hexagon it is shown like this. This is, I will draw here, like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 resistances are given, and this is the A and B end of the bottom this resistance, and this is of suppose 4 ohm, and rest of the resistances are of 2 ohm each, here each of 2 ohm, and the resistances connected here, they are given like this. In this circuit, each resistance is of 4 ohm. This is of 4 ohm, this is of 4 ohm, and this is of 4 ohm. Find the equivalent resistance across the points AB. How will you find? It is very simple, that if you are told to find the resistance across the points A and B, then you begin from the A to this point. This is 2 ohm and this is 2 ohm. What does it mean? That these 2 and 2 ohm are in series. How will you find that? Suppose there is a fictitious battery you have connected across the ends, at which you have to find the across which the resistance is to be obtained. So from A, if the current will flow through the battery at this point, then current will be divided here, 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 in all the branches. Whatever current will go through this 2 ohm, same will go through this 2 ohm. So current is same. How will be they connected? Supposed to be connected in series. So this 2 and 2 will become 4. Now this 4 ohm and this 4 ohm, they are in parallel. It is quite obvious from the figure also. And 4 and 4 ohm parallel combination will again give you 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, 2 by 4, and reverse of 4 by 2, that is 2. So these 3 resistances, in place of them only you got the 2 ohm resistance. What 2 ohm resistance? That 2 ohm resistance will be connected to this 2 ohm, and again the current will be same in that. So this 2 ohm and this 2 ohm will be in series, and that will become 4, and that 4 with this 4. They are also in parallel. Again what will be the equivalent resistance? 2. Again here 2 and 2 will become 4, and 4 and 4 in parallel become 2. Finally, I am drawing this final one. This is A, this is B, and what is left here? This is 2 ohm and this is 2 ohm. This one. So this is 2 ohm and 2 ohm, and this is 4 ohm. What is 2 ohm? Again series, 2 ohm, same current. So 4 and 4 and 4 parallel will become 2. The final answer of the net resistance across AB will be 2. So how have you calculated in this circuit? Now if there are 3 resistances are given like this, and you have to find again the equivalent resistance between the points A and B, and the interconnections are given here with the help of connecting wires like this. These are the connecting wires. It is shown in the figure. Each resistance is of suppose 1 ohm. How will you find the equivalent resistance? Look here, suppose I write this name C and this name D. So since A and this connecting wire is going through the point D, so A and D will be at the same place. So if you write A and D, and from A 1 ohm wire, so you write here this is 1 ohm wire and this is A, or this is suppose you write here D. Similarly, suppose this point is B, then B and C will be also same, and here in between C and D there is a 1 ohm wire. So what will you do? That from D you will write here one more 1 ohm resistance, and this is the point C you will write here, because the point C is connected with the wire D and wire 1 ohm, which is between A and D. So this A point and D point is same, and here you have connected this C. Now this D and B is also 1 ohm. So how will you write here? This is, suppose this point is B, and again you will write here 1 ohm. Look here that B and C, they are the same, and here B and C, they are the same point. A and D, they are the same. A and D are the same point, and here 1 ohm, 1 ohm, 1 ohm, 3 wires are connected in parallel. How they are connected in parallel? Because these connecting wires, they are shown in the figure like this. But if you think that from A 1 ohm wire, then you reach the C. From C 1 ohm wire, you reach the point D. These are the points are D. From D 1 ohm wire, you reach the B. So this is the B. So these 3 wires are in parallel. And what is in parallel? This is 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon 1. You have read in parallel. What will be? This is 3. So Rp will be 1 upon 3 ohm. So net resistance. In this way, you have to calculate the resistances in the different combinations, and I hope you must have understood how to calculate resistances and all the values given in the numericals. Thank you.